It's obviously all been a bit quiet from the club on the front of the head coach and sporting director, but I don't think that means that nothing has been going on in the background. There are some updates from the last video I made, and I'll talk about them in this one. We'll start by looking at some bookies odds. Now, I know a lot of people don't like to look at bookies odds when it comes to who is going to be the new manager. I totally get it. We are at exactly 7 p.m. on the 17th of May. So that's when I'm recording this video. Right now, Lee Carsley has emerged as the favourite to become our next manager, closely followed by John Mousinho. Those two look to be, well, the clear leading candidates, if you like, according to the bookies odds, ahead of Michael Skubala and another name that entered the conversation in the last few days in Paddy McCarthy. He, I believe, was Roy Hodgson's assistant at Crystal Palace, and I think he's still there now as the assistant, alongside being, I think it's the Republic of Ireland assistant manager as well. So lots of potential links there to Bristol City. In fact, we'll have a quick look at him now. All right, then, a quick look at we're going to look at his Wikipedia page, very basic. I've not looked at this yet as well, so we'll be reading it along together. So he had a pretty decent professional football career by the looks of it. Most of his games he played for Crystal Palace between 2008 2016, made 271 professional appearances. Looks like he started his time out at Man City. I think his more important bit to look at is his coaching career. So on the 2nd of December 2016, 6 months after his retirement, he was appointed the under-18s coach at Crystal Palace. He was then promoted to the under-23s head coach in summer 2021. On the 17th of March 23, after Patrick Vieira got sacked, he was the first team manager on an interim basis. His one game in charge was a 4-1 away loss against league leaders Arsenal. Following the reappointment of Roy as first team head coach or first team manager, he became the assistant. He was once again appointed to be the caretaker when Roy resigned. Oversaw his only game being a 1-1 draw away at Everton that same day. So that was a big day for Crystal Palace. He immediately became part of Oliver Glasner's coaching team. And obviously, we all know what Glasner has gone on to achieve at Palace. So, yeah, been in and around the Palace setup. A couple of games actually in charge of them. That's pretty good CV, I'd like to think, as well. I'm not going to drag this video out for the sake of it. We've spoken about the sporting director in the previous video. I think if all of this is going on, one can assume that there is a sporting director making these decisions. We're obviously still waiting for our retained list as well. I mean, knowing my luck with the way I've been recording my videos recently, the retained list is going to come out in a couple of minutes and I'll have to re-record this video. But we've got a tweet here from Ross. I think in this tweet, he's essentially just reflecting the fact that Lee Carsley is the bookie's favourite to become the Bristol City boss. Obviously, very highly rated across the FA. I mean, he took charge of England, like actual England, when Gareth Southgate left. Had a fantastic record for the England under-21s. I think he won the Euros completely unbeaten. Did they actually concede a goal during this? Had an incredible record there anyway. And he has had a bit of time. I think he was he Birmingham City manager for a little bit of time? If you look back across my channel, in fact, I'll link it in the description. I have made a dedicated video on Lee Carsley when he was part of our early shortlist. Obviously, that's come back around now. I noticed that Fev's asked a question: are you reporting the betting market, or what City are actually thinking? And Ross has suggested that he'd keep his eyes on both him and Mousinho, Gerrard, and some of the other names linked. Gerrard and some of the other names linked were never under consideration. So my key takeaway from this is probably that Mousinho and Carsley right now are the leading contenders to be the new head coach. So we'll finish with the betting odds again. I think my gut feel is we've had 4 managers that we've shortlisted, if you like. It's just my gut feel. McCarthy, Skubala, Mousinho and Carsley. For whatever reason, the conversation hasn't gotten too strong on McCarthy. I think Skubala is going to stay at Lincoln, if reports are to be believed. So if I was a betting man, which the odds also suggest, I don't think it's been decided yet based on reports and what's coming out. But at the moment, it looks like the head coach position is between Lee Carsley and John Mousinho. Let me know what you think of that in the comments, if you have a preference, I guess. I mean, for me, if either of those came in, I think I'd be delighted, to be honest. Mousinho obviously has a fantastic record with Portsmouth. All you have to do is look at what the Portsmouth fans have to say about him to know, I think, how good of a job he's done there. I think it says a lot about how fans react to a manager potentially leaving to share, what he's like. And then you got Lee Carsley, a man who actually took charge of England for a couple of games, has a fantastic record for the under-21s. I'd be very happy with both of those appointments, but it doesn't really matter about me, does it? Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, well, there you have it. I just wanted to record a quick one to give you an update on what's been happening on the head coach front. Like I said, nothing's come out from the club yet. This is all speculation. I think people enjoy these speculatory videos. Some people have been saying in the comments I shouldn't talk about rumours, but it's part of the fun of the game, isn't it? I'm a fan. This is what we live off at times. And I know people on Twitter have been getting annoyed about the betting odds. So Northern Tom, that's for you. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, leave me a like rating. Let me know what you think of Carsley, Mousinho, whether you have a preference. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully when we have some actual news from the club, maybe we'll have a retained list or, official announcement of our sporting director or head coach. Finally, I will plug it again. If you want to see me and some club legends, the likes of Lewis Carey, Jamie McAllister, take on Bristol Rovers at the Talk Club Cup. The game is a charity game, all in aid of men's mental health, supporting the Talk Club, the Bristol Rovers Community Trust, the Robbins Foundation. All of those organisations get men talking about their mental health. Want to see me play alongside some celebrities? Those players that I mentioned, you can leave a link. You can visit the link in the description to get your ticket. All right, subscribe to the Robbins Nest if you haven't already. I'll stop blabbering now. I'll see you in the next one.